Hi guys, welcome to Stretching for Jade Splits Part 2, focusing on hips today. We're going to start off with some standing leg raises. If possible, if you've got a yoga block, pop that under your foot just for stability. We're going to try and keep that bottom leg nice and straight, heel dug down, and then we're going to do 10 both sides of these kind of gallop motions. So you want to raise that leg up nice and straight, keeping it up to your chest. You're then going to pull that knee in towards your chest and then slowly gallop it back down again. The aim is each time you pull that knee in towards your chest, you should hopefully find that your leg raises up a tiny bit lower, and then by gliding it back down through that nerve, it's just going to activate those hips a little bit deeper. Next, everyone's favourite or least favourite, standing knee holds. Again, yoga block pop down for stability. You're going to pull that knee in towards your chest, letting go, trying not to let the knee drop, and you're going to hold that for 5 seconds. Well, 10 seconds if you want to make it even harder for yourself. You're then going to pull the knee in tighter, release the hands again, try not to let it drop, holding again for either 5 to 10 seconds. Once we've done that, one more time, try and really pull it in. Try and keep that bottom leg as straight as you can. Really trying to engage. Hold it for 5 to 10 again, and then slowly dropping it back down. Next, focusing on our lunge hip dips. Similar to the exercise that we did in the hamstring section, we're going to grab 2 yoga blocks to try and keep your torso as upright as possible. Again, try not to let your knee track any further forwards than your heel, and then you're going to untuck that back foot just to straighten that back leg. We're going to let the hips sink down, and then we're just trying to make 10. Again, we can do these in sets of 3 or as many sets as you like, making that knee dip motion towards the floor. Once we've done 10 on one side, you can also just swap it over to the other side. This should feel like quite a deep stretch. It's also a very active stretch as well, as you're really going to be helping to both strengthen and lengthen those muscles around your hips, including your quads as well, which is, yeah, everyone's least favorite muscle to stretch or often work out. Once we've done 10, as many sets as you like on both sides, we're going to make a hold motion. So again, you can use hands on the yoga blocks on your knee, or you're going to bring your arms out to the sides. You're going to try and hold that for 20 to 30 seconds, really letting those hips sink down, again on both sides, and then just coming down once you've finished. Exercise 4 is going to be our froggy slides, as I like to call them. We're going to line ourselves up with the edge of a mat. We're going to place the knee one side, lining up the ankle on the other side. If you can, try and use a smooth surface if you've got one at home, just because it's going to help with the foot sliding. You're going to raise that straight leg up, and then we're going to slide it out to the side. You can pre-position and move your hands wherever you need to, just for balance. So we really want to try and lean into that bent leg as we're lifting. What you want to make sure as well is if you look in between your legs, you shouldn't be able to see that bent leg foot. If you can, you need to kind of shift it out of the way behind you. Otherwise, those hips aren't really going to be in line enough. Like I said, 10 on each side. Again, you can do these in sets of 1, 2, 3, depending on your preference. These are one of my absolute favorite active exercises for both anything to do with general hips and particularly middle splits, which anyone that knows me knows I'm on a 2020 goal for my middle splits, so fingers crossed that's still on track. Finally, for hips, we're going to work on our frog rocks. So again, trying to line our knees up with the edge of a mat. We're going to really spread those legs as best you can. You're going to try and get those hips in line with your knee. I know it's a little bit tricky, as you can see in this first example. Mine have actually sunk forwards a little bit. Hands can either go on the floor, forearms onto the floor, or chest onto the floor. Obviously, if you do have something like a mat or a partner just to kind of poke you in the right direction, that would really help. We're going to hold that again for 20 to 30 seconds. Once we've held that, we're going to come up slightly and you're going to basically rock through that motion It looks like a really awkward, slow floor hump, but what we're doing here is we're just almost, Becky described it once as like a weird foam rolling sensation going through it. You probably find rolling forward feels a bit more natural. Rolling back can feel really quite tight, so you want to try and go through that a little bit slower. Any particularly tight areas at all, just go through it. Spend a little more time there. From here, you're going to lean it forwards again. As you can see this time, my hips are in much better alignment, and actually they have sunk out a little bit. So again, we're going to do that 1, 2, 3 times, as many times as you like, and then slowly coming out whenever you're ready.